Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, brothers and sisters. Just a little reminder about brothers and sisters who are living in non-Islamic countries and Muslim countries that are not very practicing generally. A lot of the time we get comfortable living around evil things. I think last year I did a few lectures in the UK about becoming the best of nations, about commanding the good, forbidding the evil, and where the Prophet ﷺ, he said, if you see an evil action, change it with your hands. If you can't change it with your hands, change it with your tongue, and at the bare minimum you should hate it in your heart. Brothers and sisters, I feel like in this day and age we don't even see the evil things around us anymore. You know, my sheikh in Kuwait, I remember I travelled with him from Kuwait to Dubai, and when we arrived he started crying, and I asked the sheikh, I said, "Sheikh, what's wrong?" And he was sad because he's seen alcohol in the shop, because Kuwait, they don't have alcohol. And I thought, subhanallah, who are we? We don't even see the evil things anymore. And subhanallah, my sheikh, he recently just released a video about the coronavirus, and of course everyone's doing videos now about coronavirus. And the sheikh, his priority was, he did a video about coronavirus, and he's so sad in the video. And you know why he's sad? Because Kuwait have closed the masajid, and he's sad because he can't go and pray in the masjid. Brothers and sisters, we need to prioritize in our life. This reminded me of the hadith, famous statements, where the Prophet ﷺ, he was telling us about Dajjal. Dajjal will be one of the worst, if not the worst, fitna which will come to human beings. And when the Sahaba were told about the end times, that a day will become like a week and a month, etc., etc., their question was, what about the Salah? What about the Salah? Subhanallah. You're talking about Yawm al-Qiyamah, you're talking about Dajjal, you're talking about huge tests. And the Sahaba were asking, what about the Salah? How, if a day becomes like a week and a month and a year, how do we judge the Salah? And the Prophet ﷺ told them to guess, etc., to estimate, etc. The point I'm getting at here is that the way we're living in our life, sometimes we have to question whether it would even be recognized by the early Muslims as Islam. Subhanallah. And being around people of knowledge, people who are conscious of Allah, really wakes you up, subhanallah. I ask Allah to guide us. I ask Allah to allow us to be able to at least, at the bare minimum, to recognize the evil things around us and be able to see and identify the evil. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.